So we encourage reading here at Redeemer. I had someone who discipled me when I was in college. He used to always say, leaders are readers. And so I've always been a passionate reader. My library here in my office has about 1,300 volumes in it, and I'm always adding things. Always have a lot of books going on. Like here's right now for the sermon series that I'm working on. Here is the bag I'm carrying around with all of these books, and there's more books on my desk. There's just books everywhere. So, but I wanted to share with you today in what we call the Redeemer Book Club, just some of what my current reads are. I will say I have not finished all these books, and so can't say that I recommend all of them as great books for you to read, but I do recommend this. Read good books and read bad books, because when you read bad books, you understand then when you read a good book as well. So you can, so when you read a book, you can learn from it, and also be able to learn how to appropriately critique it as well. So let me give you some insight onto 3 books that I'm currently reading right now. Okay, this one I've just started. It just came in yesterday. It is called Made for People: Why We Drift into Loneliness and How to Fight for a Life of Friendship. Justin Whitmel Earley. And so I'm just in the first couple of pages of this. It came recommended to me, and as you've heard me say many times, I feel like that one of the important ministries of the church in our day is a reclaiming of friendship and a pushing back against the isolation that comes through technology and screens and busyness and all of those sort of things. So hopefully this will help give some language that I can be better equipped to be able to teach on those things as well. So this is a good one. I think so far. The first few pages are good. The next book that I'm also currently reading, I'm about a third of the way through this one, is a book by Kadi, I would assume it's Kadi Cole, Kadi, called Developing Female Leaders. Navigate the minefields and release the potential of women in your church. We have a lot of women on our staff, and I want to make sure that that in leading our staff, that I am well equipped to lead both men and women and to see them develop in their gifts as well. And so I've really been enjoying this, and I've already learned some things as well, of just different perspectives and things to watch out for and approaches. And so I'm enjoying this, and it got the endorsement of Laura, our new communications director, so it must be good. So there you go, that one. And then the last one that I'm reading is this. It's called Reading the Times by Jeffrey Bilbro. And Professor Bilbro has connections with Bethany Hebbard, Stephen Hebbard's wife, Deacon Stephen, who is our farm director. Bethany, if you don't know her, is his wife. In her PhD study, she worked with Professor Bilbro, and they recommended this book for me as well. It's A Literary and Theological Inquiry into the News. So it's discussing how do we approach our interaction with the news, not even just the content, but how it's delivered, how much time we give to it, when we engage in it, those sort of things, and how do we properly filter the content as well, from a biblical and theological standpoint. So looking forward to continuing to read this. I'm pretty early on in this one as well. You caught me at a time when I've just finished a few things and I'm starting some new ones. So Jeffrey Bilbro, Reading the Times. We are actually in the process of planning here at Redeemer, sometime in the next few months, a seminar where we are going to be able to gather together to talk through how do we properly as Christians and as the church engage in the politics of our day as well, either as politicians, if that's what you want to be, or as just citizens of a country as well. Of course, this is going to be a complicated political year, with it being an election year, and it will prove to be feisty, I would imagine. And so we want to be well prepared, and that's part of our discipleship as followers of Christ as well. So in preparation for that, that's one of the reasons why I'm reading this book as well. So there you go, 3 books to give you a little bit of peek at my nightstand that I keep next to my bed, and the books that are sitting on it. Again, leaders are readers. I hope that you do a lot of reading, whatever it is that you want to study more of or learn more about. I'd love to give you some suggestions, or any of our staff or clergy as well, on what they're reading and processing through as well. If you are not a reader, I encourage you to develop that habit. Just read 10 minutes a day for a while, and start to get into the habit of engaging these ideas and moving outside of the echo chamber of our own heads as well. We'll be better off for it. So there you go. This edition of Redeemer Book Club.